The amount of money you make right now is directly correlated to the amount of value you provide. And here is what I mean by that and what I've been learning. Everything I say right now is completely based on my personal experiences leading up to the fact that I'm 25. So I really may not be qualified to talk about this. The reason I'm basically leaving a disclaimer right here is I am trying to take the experiences that I have and the knowledge that other people are teaching me, like my coach and my family, my friends, my mentors, and I'm trying to turn that into action. So here's what I'm learning. If I am able to provide value to someone, they will be more than happy to give me their money. And this is just my personal opinion, but I think it's so much easier to have confidence in what it is that I'm wanting to provide or give to people if I have already had experience doing so. A good example of that is I own a marketing agency, right? That's what I'm trying to grow right here. And if I don't reach, 60K, 25K a month in the next 2.5 months, then I'm going to go get a job. That's the whole part of why I'm even filming these videos. All of that said, as a marketing agency, my job is to bring people leads, market their company so that they can grow, so that they can sell their offer. And as I run ads for these companies, it's as simple as if I'm able to bring them leads, I'm able to bring them clients, and they're able to make money, it makes sense for them to pay me money. And that's the same way employees work. It doesn't make sense for me to pay my video editor if he doesn't edit videos. And if he didn't edit videos, I would be like, what in the F are you doing? Why are you taking my money but not delivering back services? And that's not because I'm entitled. When business owners have said that to me or have been unhappy or haven't continued or have ghosted me most of the time, it's not because they're jerks. It's not because they're dumb or because they don't know what they're doing. There might be a certain level of communication that could be improved, but at the end of the day, if I'm not providing the value that they need, which is increasing their revenue, they are smart enough to know that it doesn't make sense to give me money. And people, I think people are both, a lot of people are dumb and a lot of people at the same time are smarter than we think. And while we think we sometimes have this wall in between us and they can't totally see what we're thinking, like a lot of the time, people through our confidence and the way we speak and our actions and how much we communicate with them and how we communicate with them can absolutely tell if we know what we're talking about. And the reason that I'm not where I want to be with my business right now, the reason I don't have my debts paid off, the reason that my personal finances with my family are not where I want them to be, are absolutely because I have not provided the value that I want to provide for these clients, and because I haven't chosen the right steps to be able to close clients. Because here's the way, I can BS my way all day, to close deals. In theory, that's possible. And it's not even theory, it's absolutely possible. People do it all the time. But here's the thing, for most people, it's much harder to lie about the service that you think you can deliver than it is to just have delivered that service. Example, let's say I am a carpet cleaning business and someone spills crap, Kool-Aid on their carpet, and they call me and they say, hey, can you clean this out? If I have had experience cleaning carpets before and getting stains out, it's going to be so much easier because I've seen it with my own eyes that I can get Kool-Aid out. I've gotten blood out of carpet, whatever. I've gotten crap out of carpet because I've done it before, so I don't even have to lie. Therefore, my confidence can automatically be a 10 out of 10. But here's the thing, when you're starting a business, you almost have to BS your way into it. Not because you want to lie, but because you're like, I have to coerce people into choosing me over the competitors, even if the competitors are cheaper or I'm cheaper than the competitors. That there's a lot of business owners that don't want to pay that. And obviously that's where it comes down to doing things for free. That's why I've done some adjustments to my pricing in my business over the last while, because I want to deliver results I want to deliver to my clients and get paid based on the results I'm able to bring. all of that said, if there's like one big thing that I feel like I can take away as I'm growing, is I need to watch the value that I'm providing. I need to watch that so carefully. And it's not watch it week by week. It's not watch it day by day, but like hour by hour. Like, what are my clients thinking? And the only way that I can really know what they're thinking is by asking them. And even by asking them, I'm only going to get a small percentage of what they're truly thinking, because people aren't going to be honest when they don't have opportunities to have really deep conversations, because they're afraid of being uncomfortable, because they could make you uncomfortable by saying something that would be rude. So that's why you get ghosted, is because people just don't want to be direct with you. They don't want to face it. So they just end up saying, hey, like, you know, nothing. They don't say anything because they're just like done. That's happened to me countless times. People just don't pick up their phone. Today was good. I had 3 sales calls. None of them showed up. One of them ghosted me. One of them postponed. Another one postponed. I was able to there instead focus on other things in my business. And I'm proud of the progress I'm making. Right now, I'm spending $200 a day, which I emphasize that number because to me, having under $10,000 in my bank account, having to fork out $1,000 to pay off ads over the last like week or so feels like a lot. So I've been running $200 a day for the last 2 days. I've gotten 0 leads, which feels insane. It feels like I'm just throwing money away, but I either do that till tomorrow and set up a new campaign if I don't get anything, or I set up a new campaign today. And again, I'm not an expert, and I don't think you have to be an expert to do something, but I'm still learning, and I'm happy to say that I have people like my assistant and my editor and people and my peers to be able to, you know, ask questions to and say like, hey, like this is what I think. I can ask AI, hey, this is what I think. Like, can you guys tell me if I'm wrong? And yeah, it's cool being able to learn that. And I feel like my deep fear, if I'm being honest, like, is that I don't want to be the same as everyone else. And I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's, you know, judging in a bad way, because we all judge no matter what we do, but is that judging in a bad way? I don't know. I don't want to be generic. I don't want to have the same lifestyle most people have, and I don't want to, you know, feel emotionally and physically the way most people say they feel. I don't want to go to the doctor's office for mental problems and physical problems all the time because of choices I've made. So I feel like for me, that's what this business is it's me working my butt off, because I know that I am capable of more than just the basic job that, you know, I might have instead. And that's not to say jobs are bad. That's not to say that I couldn't get a job and be happy. That's possible. That might be where I end up. But I have a lot of faith in myself. I absolutely believe God can help me get to the point where I'm making 25K this month, making 25K the next month, making more the next month, because I was willing to put my money where my mouth is and invest more in ads. And that's scary as freaking heck, but I believe that's the way to do it. And it's doing it smart. Obviously, I'm not just going to blow, you know, $5,000 over the next month without getting leads. So anyways, I'm learning a lot, and I'm stoked to be able to make videos. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I hope this feels a little bit connective, and like, you know, you're not the only one working hard and not seeing results, or you're not the only one progressing very slowly. You're not the only one that feels, you know, questions if you need to get a job. I have been there, and I'm there, and I question myself every day, and at the same time I'm extremely confident, not cocky hopefully, but I'm trying to be confident and proud, and believe that I am capable of this, even though I don't feel like I'm a genius at all by any means. Anyways, thanks for your time. Appreciate your guys's appreciate your time. Have a good day.